Okay, so actually this is episode 100. This is a video I should have made a while ago. And it's my intention in this video that this will change the way you see life, change the way you see Bali, change the way you travel. So here in Bali right now, the date is actually the 9th of July. A lot is going on here in Bali at the moment, a lot. And a lot's going on in my life as well at the same time. So that will be an update probably in another video, and I definitely will talk about it in the podcast where I feel more free to speak about it. And I want to say I've been here for, you guys know, I've been here for a year and a half. Bali, coming here was supposed to be 5 days. 5 days in Bali with my friend Russell turned into a month, and that turned into a year, and now a year and a half. And what I've learned here in a year and a half, the first thing I've learned about Bali is a magical place. It's not the best moment, of course, right now, but Bali's still magical. And what I've learned from living here, the first thing that I've learned is wherever you go, you will be there waiting for you. Wherever you go, you'll be there waiting for you. So many of us, especially me, myself, probably more so than anyone, use travel as like an escape to not deal with this, not deal with that, set my life up so when I don't want to deal with something, I can just go. And Bali was the first place that I arrived to, and Bali was the mirror. Bali is a mirror. When you come here, whatever you are, you'll be more of it when you come here. If you're a giving person, you're going to give more. You'll realize that people need help more, it's cheaper, you can do much more, and you just become that more amplified. If you're an alcoholic here, you'll see it's cheaper, it's easier to get, and you can do it all the time, every day, because everyone works when they want to for the most part here, and you'll be more of that. And hope you don't mind if I put my sunglasses on. It's been a long night. And you know, with that mirror, you're forced to face it. And if you choose to face it, because Bali doesn't let everyone stay. And I mean from a sense of like the energy here. A lot of people are repelled by it, like I gotta get out of there. But a lot of people use it and say, this is where I need to work on myself. This is what I need to do. And they find that clarity, AKA finding themselves. And here in Bali, I found that because you can be yourself and you feel like there's not that judgment that you'd have, especially if you come from a Western society. Actually, I like looking at you without my glasses. Keeping that in there. And so when I think about that, I've been here in Bali, forcing to face who I am, forcing to look at my life is like, what do I want? Do I want to do this? Do I want to just make entertaining videos for people? Or do I want to make videos and give people tools that they can change their life and live life how they want to? Not how I am. You don't have to be someone who can travel all the time or make money online, but as long as you're happy with the life that you have and you're happy with the person who you're becoming, and if I can help people be more of that, Bali really showed me that there's a place where you can just be yourself, you'll be loved, you'll be accepted, and there'll be a sense of belonging. And I think when it came to that's one of the biggest things that I learned in Bali was you get to meet your true self in the mirror, and you can choose to deal with it, or you can keep on the same pattern to run away, to fight it, or to just freeze and not do anything. That'd be the first lesson. The second lesson I learned, I'm trying to think of how to put this, the power of community. Bali, you know, right now is a very difficult time. Lots going on, like I say, for me, and being here and being around a lot of people who are suffering. It's no joke anymore here. And, you know, me doing the best that I can do, helping and feeding and giving people tools and thinking of new ideas and so many different things. And, you know, I've realized the power of community. I've realized the power of the people here throughout the tough times. Bali's 80% tourism. And now it's been a year that no tourists have been able to come here really. And more people are leaving than are coming at this moment. And with this lockdown and how things are right now, and like I say, it's very important that, well, I'm here to be careful with how I say things, but the people are suffering because they don't have what makes them thrive, and that's the tourist. So as much as everyone smiles and I see everyone laughing and the people here in Bali are so nice, I feel the sadness that is here kind of in the air, and the unknown sadness, and the people that they rely on aren't here. But I've realized that they've stuck together through it all. 80,000 people lost their jobs like this on the 2nd of July. 80,000. All the beach vendors, beach closed. I had a friend who had their family opened up a beach bar July 3rd. Or July 1st, shut down 3rd, done. All their money went into that, hoping that it'd be good, shut down. So there's a lot of suffering at the moment, a lot of unknown, but the people here somehow find a way to stick together. I have another friend, they couldn't really afford to eat, and I was trying to help them out, and I said, well, what are you gonna do until I can get there to help you? And they said, well, you know, our neighbor's giving us rice right now. And I realized that power of community, that power of having other people around you, and the unselfishness of people. So the selflessness of the people in the community. And it made me think about my community, you right here being part of my community. It started making me think of I needed to really hunker down on my community. I have my YouTube community of people who are just here. I have my supporters. They're the people who are on my Patreon, the people who contribute to my channel. They're the people who are on YouTube members here that are donating every month and contributing to me as well to help water the tree. Me being the tree, I'm trying to give shade to everyone and same time give some of my branches and leaves for whatever and all this kind of stuff, and having people there in that community to keep me inspired. You guys say, Luke, you inspire me so much, but you guys inspire me so much more. And that power of community is powerful. I can make YouTube videos all day and create content and no one's listening, but having you there, it means the world. Having that community of people you can reach out to, that sense of purpose, and that sense of purpose is huge here. Since you know your neighbor needs your help and you know other people need help, the Balinese, they take what they need and they give the rest. They don't hoard everything, in my experience here. So that would be like the number 2 thing that I've realized, the power of community. Together, people can do a lot. People can take care of each other. People can hold each other through tough times. People feel comfortable to say, hey, I actually need to be held right now. You know, a lot of you know I reached out to some of my good friends the last few days because a lot of things have been going on. And one thing that I like to do is I always consult my circle table. I call it my round table. I'm eventually going to implement this in a part where a lot of people can join this. This will be like a thing that's in the back of my mind. It's going to be the round table where we do mastermind calls every week. This is coming up soon. But I reached out to the people that were close to me, and I had a lot of decisions to make and a lot of things to figure out, and to consult them. Like, what do you guys think? What's your perspective on here? How can we help here? What should I be doing here? What's a better way and a more enhanced way? And when those minds come together for a certain goal, whether here in Bali it's for a ceremony or it's to cut down a tree or to build a place, you see them all working together and coming together. And I think that that's something that is so important, and it's underrated in the world we live in, with me saying I don't need people because I have 50 million followers and 20 million subscribers, so I don't need people. We all need people. And I think the higher up you get, you forget that the people up there, they have the same needs as we do, a sense of belonging. And when you have that community, you feel that sense of belonging. And the third thing that I'll say here, by the way, they see the sun is starting to cook here. That's where I made the dogger video, by the way. You guys who follow me, it's over there on TikTok. That's where it was made. And the third thing I'd say I learned living a year and a half in Bali is that gratitude is the superpower of superpowers. Gratitude. Being grateful for what you have. We all hear people talk about gratitude, but true gratitude in every situation. They don't have much here. I look at the people when they're building a home, working on the villas here, they're living in, there's cardboard boxes that they're not even cardboard, like wooden planks that they're just sleeping in. And they're there with their kids and their family, and they're just so grateful that they're there. And for me, I came from the Western world where I thought so much was about status. You know, I'm American deep down. Even though I haven't lived in America 15 years, deep down, I'm American. Deep down, it's like it's about next thing, the next step, hustle, bustle. And Bali taught me that it's not necessarily about that. What is important? Being grateful for what you have, because you start to know, when you're grateful for what you have, you start to notice it. So you have to stop and notice what to be grateful for. Which made you think about community, which made me think about my family, which made me think about you all, made me think about the people who are in my life, to give them more attention, because that's important. And before coming to Bali, I was everywhere. I call myself the butterfly, and I recognize it in a lot of you all. Just like, where's next? Where's next? And it was really being still and focusing on the things that I'm grateful for. They amplify, because what you appreciate appreciates. And I say in my year and a half right now, in Bali, those are the lessons that I have. And I've learned so much being here by the simple fact that it's a mirror. And when you know that everywhere you go, you're going to be waiting for yourself. And we understand that community is the key to everything that's ever been built. No one did anything on their own, no matter what. Everyone needed help. And more so, the people had the awareness to understand they couldn't do by themselves, and they asked for help. And they built that community, they built that culture. And then more on top of that, when you combine that with gratitude, grateful for what you have, things don't work out, but you still find a way to be grateful. You don't have the job you want, the money you want at this moment, but you still find a way that you can smile in the morning when you get up. You find a way, you find a place, you find something. There's 3 things that I always tell people. I tell this to my clients, and I tell this to my friends, I'll tell this to you. When things happen, you can make a way to make it work. That's the first one. You can find a way. Find a way to make it work. Find someone who else is doing it. Model them. It's like rule number 1 in NLP, I tell people. But more importantly, that third level is becoming. Become the way. Become it. Face the things that are really scary. What if you had that courage? Work hard, be brave, don't forget to smile. That's not just a saying, that's real. If you work hard, you have this mentality that it's not gonna be easy, I'm gonna just work, I'm gonna get this done. But more importantly, being brave, meaning you take risk, meaning you do the scary thing, meaning you're okay with people not liking you. When you can start to do that and implement that, and you can smile along the way, showing the gratitude that you have for all the things that you've accomplished and the things that you've done, because most of the time when we're down and struggling, it's because we've forgotten something. One of the easiest things is today when I'm in a down state, it's like, what have you forgotten? Most of us have forgotten how far we've come from. Most of us have forgotten that this is, we are here, but we want to be there. But we forget that we've come all the way from down there. We've forgotten that we were the feeling that we feel, how we feel right now, we felt that way back there. And look how far we came. And if you can be grateful for that, that's where the magic happens. So 1.5 years in Bali, coming from here, I thought I'd only be here for 5 days, the magic of it. Something that's always there. One of my mentors, Tony Robbins, says, what's wrong is always available. What's going on right now with lockdowns and shutdowns and people not being able to do what they want to, keep things open, keep their businesses running, being able to feed their families. What's wrong is always available, but so is what's right. Do I have the answer how to make everything perfect right now? I'm not sure. To be honest, I'm a little bit lost in a sense. Because I know people personally, owners of businesses. I'm friends with people who have beach clubs and beach bars and all this, who are struggling before, and now it really hurts literally deep down in my heart what's going on. And I've contemplated a lot of things the last probably few weeks, but definitely the last week, because so much has happened. You all on the podcast know a little bit more. When I know more, it'll be in the podcast and also the email. You guys are part of my email crew. There'll be a video dropping there, another one explaining a little bit more. But on that note, it's been a long last 48 hours of so many things going on, which I'll explain soon. You guys who have reached out to me on social media, like, Luke, you haven't posted, are you okay? Everything's okay. Everything's okay. Things aren't perfect, but everything's gonna be okay. And one of the things I've always committed to, and I got this from Tony Robbins as well, is to stay in a beautiful state no matter what. When things are falling all around you, to stay in a beautiful state. So many of you guys want to come to Bali. I have a call today, actually, at 12 o'clock today. You guys who want, and I'm shifting it as well from, if you want to learn about this travel right now, what to do during this travel period. The consulting that I did that was just for Bali, I will help you guys, because I've done it a few times before, but can help you guys who are trying to travel now. I know a lot of people are trying to do things. I'm not saying it's the best time to travel, but I understand that people are confused and want to really know things that I can't always talk about here on social media as much as I try to, and I do. There's always limits, and I always have to think twice sometimes before saying things. You'll understand soon. And on that note, for you guys who do need to reach out, there's a link. You can always book a call with me. Of course, it's paid, letting you know right now, but that's available. And I know I've done so many of these calls, these 45-minute calls that started out as just like, let's see how this is going to work. And I don't know, this month, maybe 8 or 9, something like this I've done so far. And every single one of you had plans canceled and had to redo everything. You had to pivot. And I wanted to say that I know some of you wanted to be here right now in Bali, you know, and even though you can't, I hope what I said today can keep that hope alive, number one, but number two, to focus on how far you've come. Some of you have sold all of your stuff. You're just waiting in limbo. You're ready to come. I've read your comments. I read all your comments. I read every single comment. Every single morning during the day, I read every comment. And it's like holding on, being courageous, being brave, working hard, not forgetting to smile, and staying in that beautiful state no matter what. Because here's the secret. When you're in that beautiful state, the things that you think about are different. Lockdowns, everything kind of happened here. A lot of my friends, like people left weeks ago, and now people are so unsure. Now people aren't even coming in, roadblocks. There's so many different things going on right now. Like I say, I'll talk about it in a podcast episode. And, you know, at the same time, getting irritated and frustrated, it doesn't come up with a great long-term solution. So on that note, I guess I'm getting a little off topic. This is what I've learned in 1.5 years in Bali. I love Bali. I always love Bali. Bali's home. It is a place where I wanted to make this video at the 1 year mark, but I just got so caught up in life here. And one thing that I've realized is that it's magic. Those three things. Those three things. When you understand that you're waiting for yourself no matter where you go, you can be grateful for everything, and you realize community, meaning other people. Those are the three biggest lessons that I will take with me forever. And those are the biggest lessons I've learned here in Bali, even during this time period where a lot of uncertainty, no one's really sure what's going on, but I'm okay. I want to let you guys know I'm okay. Been doing a lot the last probably 48 hours, and want to jump in here and check in. Make sure you guys are okay as well. I'll be okay. Just it's tough for me being around a lot of suffering. That's never been too fun. And being around people that you try to help, but there's just more. So I hope that you see this and you're motivated to help, to kind of give to the people of Bali who are struggling right now. Not even me, all of you all who are in operation abroad that's happening. We're starting this Tuesday on the 13th. We'll do something special so you all, everyone who's in that, know that what you've given to be part of that in your ticket, we've done something special to feed people here. And we'll continue to do that. And, you know, on that note, from here in the field in Bali where I don't really see so many people, it's really weird feeling right now. I will say this, I have not felt this here yet in my 1.5 years. But I want to make this video because people need something. People need not only hope, I think people need some tools so that they don't need just hope, but they can have something to actually understand they're in control. They make the circumstances work. They figure out the best thing to do in the moment. And being grateful, reaching out to their community, and understanding that working on yourself is a constant, never-ending thing. But it can be a beautiful thing. And it is a beautiful thing. But on that note, I'm rambling. I gotta go. A lot of things to do today. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you guys for watching, who are reaching out to me. Everything's all good. I love every single one of you. I'll speak to you all later. And in the meantime, everyone, always remember to work hard, be brave, and don't forget to smile. Ciao.